winds, low 28 for tomorrow. Cloudy skies with the high 35. Rain or snow a possibility on Wednesday, high 38. Partly cloudy, 40 on Thursday, and for Friday, partly sunny, high 45. Overnight low 28, yesterday's high 48. Currently, humidity is at 100%. Winds are out of the southwest at 4 miles an hour, and the pressure at 30.02. Some light fog and 30 right now at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good Monday morning.
Good morning. What a busy, crazy weekend.
We can talk about that. We've got the big bumper here.
Thumper.
I like to call him a bumper, a thumper, whatever.
The
He's
big
big.
bumper.
He's very big in this town, and I'm talking about Sheldon.
I figured I was a legend in my own mind, if anything. But
Thank you for being here, Sheldon.
you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
We got this big deal going on just coming together this morning. Carnaby Square and CSI Insurance coming together. The fashion leader and, of course, the insurance company that are going to air on this radio station, not this one, WOKZ, right?
Yeah,
WOKZ. We're 105.9. The big Jasper Lady Polecats game coming up on Thursday night, and it doesn't matter if they win or lose, they'll play on Saturday, right, in the state tournament?
12:30 or 2 p.m. over at Rend Lake College.
They have Libby Klein, Meredith Edwards, Myra Copeland, Jalen Gonzalez, Katie Miles, Madison Wright, Loran, or maybe Lorraine, I'm not quite sure, Garrett, Briley Easton, Ella Thompson, Riley Edwards. The coaches are Eric Bassnett and Jeremy Klein, and they have been on a tear. So we're going to do those games, and it's almost totally because of the moving and shaking of Brian Williams and Christy Horning that made this happen.
Yep.
So I mean, because we're doing the game by virtue of their support.
Yep.
So
You betcha.
we're looking forward to that. We'll tell you more about that as the week goes on.
Yep. And
I have a guaranteed tip for them to be successful, too.
What's that?
I think before they go on court, they make skunk urine deer scent since they are polecats. They rub a little of that down. It'll be
think
hard
that-
for somebody to defend them.
that's true. The
They'd
defenders will run away.
They're going to at least give them a couple feet.
Yeah,
I would
They'll
think
give
so.
you a lane to the basket.
that's right. See, I just
And if, by the way, if you'd like to get involved with some live mentions, give us a call out.
Yeah, we'd be more than happy to join you, have you join the broadcast.
2159.
Yeah, give a call out here. You and I were in Vincennes yesterday.
Yes, we
Went over and
We weren't
represented.
the only ones from the station here.
We
but,
represented at the big original company post-holiday soiree.
Yeah,
Mighty fine food,
there was good food.
good fellowship. We're glad to be there and represent Fairfield.
You betcha.
Coming up, by the way, I talked to the wife. I talked her into Netflix.
Really?
Yes, I did.
All right.
So we
Longmire.
Yes.
You've got to watch Longmire.
think so?
yeah.
Put that on your list.
All right. Well, we did the last season of The Crown. We binge watched it from Friday night through last night, like 10 episodes at an hour apiece. So there's 10 hours we spent.
You're going to find out that's some amateur viewing. You're going to be able to binge watch those 10 episodes in a day now. You're going to have to pump those numbers up.
You got Netflix. I mean, you are going to be.
Oh, I'm pretty happy.
You'll quit showering. You won't leave the house.
Who showers? So anyway, that's coming up. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm going to watch some more
Not
episodes.
showering or watching Netflix.
I might, maybe midweek.
Okay.
Maybe Wednesday. The Office is the subject of a big fundraiser this weekend, and I'm bringing family in from over Bethalto way so that we could have a full
Team of ringers.
Okay.
I don't know if we're ringers. We might not even get an answer right, but we're going to eat some chili and have some fun.
Speaking of The Office, there is a musical show, musical variety called The Office, a musical tribute.
No kidding.
Yeah.
On Broadway?
I don't know if it's on Broadway.
Way off Broadway?
Yeah, it may be way off Broadway.
What's your favorite episode? Maybe we need to have a call-in question or
My-
something.
I have never seen The
Oh,
Office.
you got to be kidding
Step
me.
back.
No, I have never seen The Office.
You need to get, after we're done here,
You need
get
to
on the
binge watch
YouTube
it. Yeah.
and Google the
And-
fire safety scene.
And am I going
That's
to
a good
be
one.
binge
Yes.
watching that?
Yes, you
Apparently
will.
so.
My favorite was when he sent an email of a secret weekend that he took with his female boss to Mexico, and he was sending it to his buddy Packer.
Yeah.
But he sent it instead to Packing, so the entire office got to see this secret weekend. That's great.
That dang spell check.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens. Let me see. Tonight's candidates forum, so I'm going to be there.
Yep.
7 to 9. They promise it's not going to go past 9, right?
Well,
You
never
won't
know.
You won't have to turn on the furnace out there at the Workforce Development Center. There'll be plenty of hot air tonight, because I'll be there. But there will be
Well, you won't be
candidates.
speaking, though.
No, I'll just be sitting taking notes. That's coming up tonight, though. So there's sort of the headlines. In my hand, I have the Bucket of Bunk.
We want the bunk. Give us the bunk.
Shut him off. Slap him. Just slap him for
You know what?
dancing like that.
He's not here today. The news guy.
No.
But you can through the magic of radio, we can bring you his beautiful falsetto voice.
Is that him hitting the high notes in the
That's
background?
it.
That
That's
is.
it. It's Jeff Vaughn.
That is.
Hard to believe. Donna Reed was born on this date. Born Donna Bell Mullinger. She died in '86 at the age of 64. Some of these people are dying way too young. my
Donna
friend.
Reed just sounds a little better.
Yeah,
And Mullinger.
It just sings.
yeah. Her career spanned 40 years. Best known for her role as Mary Hatch Bailey in Frank Capra's 1946 film, It's a Wonderful Life. She was George Bailey's wife.
Wasn't there also the Donna Reed show?
Yes, and that was big in the 50s. She was a little bit more assertive than Barbara Billingsley as a mother. Yes, she pretty much called the shots around the house. And a lot of people forget that in '84 and '85, that season, the television series Dallas, she replaced Barbara Bell Geddes as Miss Ellie Ewing for 1 year.
Did not know that.
Yes, and then after Barbara Bell Geddes decided she wanted to come back, they fired Donna Reed. She sued them for $1 million and won for a breach of contract.
Well,
She
So
died.
what was the deal with Barbara Bell Geddes?
I don't know. I don't think it was a health thing. I think she was tired of it, and then left and figured out. I guess
This is a cash cow. I need to come back.
I need to come back. And so she tried, and she did successfully come back, but it was at the expense of Donna Reed. Donna Reed died of pancreatic cancer in '86, 13 days shy of her 65th birthday. She was diagnosed and left us in less than 3 months.
I had to watch that as a child because my title was, I was the oldest or eldest child / remote, before we did. I had to get up and do the channel changing.
Sheldon.
Channel 5.
Channel 3.
Dallas is on.
Yeah. Troy Donahue was born on this date. He died in 2001 at the age of 65. There's another one, 65. What is this? He was born Merle Johnson Jr. He became Troy Donahue. That's hard to believe. The
I think
actress.
their agents have
Oh yes.
like a big bucket with just names on paper slips. You just pull
He
one out.
he had an agent who also represented Rock Hudson,
Really?
whose real name was Roy something, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, Wilson signed him and changed his name to Troy Donahue. His career got a big break when Joshua Logan dropped out as the director of Parrish, a movie in 1961. Donahue and he was in a number of movies. He was sort of a sex symbol there for a period of time. In '62, he claimed he received 5,000 to 7,500 fan letters a week, which is just under what we get here. Right?
In a decade.
He used to get them a week. The following year, exhibitors voted him the 20th most popular star in the United States. He was also popular in Japan. But he started downhill in '68. Eventually lost his home. Says he was living like a movie star, but wasn't being paid like one. And he got in way over his head. He lost his house, his garden, his swimming pool. He was living in a shabby apartment. Donahue later admitted that he began abusing drugs and alcohol at the peak of his career. and increased use after his career began to wane. He was married 4 times, so he was pretty lucky in love.
And maybe that had something to do with him losing his house and everything.
He
You'd
probably
think.
lost his house 4 times then, didn't he?
Yeah.
Or at least half of it. He died of a
Maybe
heart
those
attack.
4 marriages had something to do with him losing his
Could be.
money too.
Died at the age of 65 of a heart attack. Tracy Lawrence is 52 today. You mentioned that this morning in your
Country
show.
star.
Yeah. Charted more than 40 singles in the Billboard Hot Country Songs charts, including 8 songs that reached number 1. 8 number 1 hits. Sticks and Stones, Alibis, Can't Break It to My Heart, My Second Home, If the Good Die Young, Texas Tornado, Time Marches On, and Find Out Who Your Friends Are.
Probably like time. The last 2, probably my favorite Tracy Lawrence songs.
Yeah.
I can't say that
Yeah.
I've
That
been-
Time Marches On. It's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Anyway, Time Marches On was the longest lasting at 3 weeks in number 1. Lawrence has been married 3 times. This is an interesting story. His first wife, a former rodeo star, Frances Weatherford, he married in 1993. Weatherford was injured by broken glass and suffered a miscarriage after a gas fireplace explosion. They were divorced in 96. In 97, he married his second wife, Stephanie. She was a former member of the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders.
Surely not.
Oh yeah.
Rah, rah. Their wedding included over 500 guests, along with performances by Toby Keith, Tracy Byrd, and Kenny Chesney.
That's a wedding.
It lasted a year.
The wedding did. Or the
Not
reception.
Actually, he was divorced by the end of the reception.
Wow.
Yeah. He's been convicted of misdemeanors for roughing up wives as well.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ordered by a Las Vegas court to donate $500 to a Nevada-based women's shelter. That was the last divorce.
Don't break him.
1927 on this date, CBS started, the network. 48, the Wire Recording Corporation of America announced the first magnetic tape recorder. Okay, so now we've got 2 broadcasters here and a guy who sells cars and does it very well, by the way.
Thank you.
Do you remember getting the tape recorder when you were a little kid? Did you ever get a tape
A
recorder?
cassette tape recorder?
I got a reel-to-reel before cassettes were popular. I'm older than you.
Okay, I never had a reel-to-reel. I
about
do
you?
remember
Yeah.
getting
No
a
reel-to-reel.
cassette recorder.
I had a reel-to-reel, and maybe 7 or 8 broadcast local wiffle ball games.
Okay.
My career was on its way.
You know, as kids, my parents probably had older used cars, and you still had some 8-tracks floating around. As I
Oh
was,
yes. Oh, I had an 8-track.
I had a couple cars with 8 tracks in
I
it.
sure
You guys
did.
have got a couple years on me, not a whole lot.
But I did. I had one. But I remember the wiffle ball field out behind our house.
Yeah.
We named it Three Livers Stadium
3 Liver Stadium.
instead of Three Rivers.
Okay.
Anyway.
We were hot stuff though when we got the adapter where you put it in the 8-track that you put your cassette in to play
Yeah.
off of the 8-track. Oh, yeah.
I remember the little plug that you put in so you could put a portable CD player.
Oh
Yeah.
Did that too.
Same way with CDs when they came out.
yeah. A lot of the new vehicles don't even offer a CD player.
Now? Because
Yes.
it's beyond
It's
it.
antiquated technology.
Because you're going to put a USB or you're going to take it off of.
You're going to do your blue or green tooth and
67 on this date, Virgil Grissom, Edward White, and Roger Chaffee died in a flash fire in the Apollo program, Apollo 1. That was a huge setback for the space program. 92, former world boxing champion Mike Tyson. Oh my, what a mistake. He went on trial for allegedly raping an 18-year-old contestant in the 1991 Miss Black America contest. It wasn't him. It was just some other short boxer. He got nailed for it.
Yeah.
98, U.S. First Lady Hillary Rodham Clinton appeared on NBC's Today Show and charged that the allegations against her husband were the work of a vast right-wing conspiracy. That went on for a while. Elvis Presley on this date in 56 released Heartbreak Hotel. 58, Little Richard entered Oakwood College and said he was giving up rock and roll so he could serve God. Seemed to come back, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think he did.
68, the Bee Gees made their U.S. debut with a concert at Anaheim's Convention Center. 1990, Tom Petty Day declared in the musician's hometown, Gainesville, Florida. They really miss him there.
Yeah.
They do a lot of stuff for him. 91,
They're heartbroken.
Whitney Houston sang the national anthem in 91 at the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So
Probably the best rendition ever, I think, of the national
at
anthem.
her peak, she had one of the best voices.
Mm-hmm.
It unfortunately went downhill.
She met Bobby.
Yeah, then she met Bobby. Sheldon Bunnings here. The Carnaby Square question of the day is, do you have a watch that counts your daily steps? If so, please share the brand and your average steps. Oh my, we've got all kinds of different watches out there. I've got a Fitbit, and we're going to talk about it after this break on Morning Coffee.
Big games, breaking news, and behind-the-scenes stories. This is Bill Pollock, your host for the Big Ten Today each weekday here on WFIW. The Big Ten Conference is legendary and we'll keep you updated. From football to basketball and everything in between, the Big Ten Today gives you exclusive access to news from every Big Ten program. Tune in weekdays for the Big Ten Today right here on WFIW AM 1390 and 103.3 FM, your News Talk connection.
You know how they say the grass is always greener? Well, at F&B, it is. We're pleased to introduce Moolah Cash. Earn 3% annual percentage yield on balances up to $20,000 and 0.25% APY on remaining balances when you meet qualifications. You just won't find another cash cow like this. Give us a call or visit us at fnbcommunitybank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. $100 minimum to open. 0.05% APY is earned on all balances if qualifications are not met. Rates current as of January 23rd, 2020.
I'm Dave Rigg, inviting you to join me every Sunday morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for Bluegrass Gospel with Dave Rigg. Yes, every Sunday morning on WOKZ FM 105.9, you can listen to Bluegrass Gospel music. It's a great way to get ready for church or whatever you do on a Sunday morning. So make plans to join me next time for Bluegrass Gospel with Dave Rigg, 6 to 9 a.m. Sunday morning on WOKZ 105.9.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when Richard Nixon, Hubert Humphrey, George Wallace, and Pat Paulson were all running for president? Denny McLain became the first pitcher in 34 years to win 30 games in one season.
Denny McLain is one of the first out of the dugout as the Tigers come from behind, and McLain has his 30th victory.
Mayberry, RFD, Julia, the Mod Squad, and Adam 12 debuted on the tube. And here's what was new on the radio.
This is a house that Jack built, y'all.
God didn't make little green eggs.
Just gotta get a message.
And I'm God of a freedom.
Say you want a revolution.
Road again.
But the fool on the hill. Can I buy your magic bus? Hush, hush. Mr. Businessman down at Lulu's. Say a little prayer for you.
I'm a girl watcher.
Think you got it? Well, hold on. The answer and just a touch of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Are you sick of crushing candy and want something better? Well, better is here with Best Fiends. Join millions of satisfied Americans and start playing today. Best Fiends is a 5-star rated addicting puzzle adventure game where you collect cute characters and solve thousands of fun puzzles. Don't miss out on the Best Fiends obsession. Download Best Fiends for free from the App Store or Google Play today. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends.
Play Best Fiends. Download free.
Capital One presents a 30-second audio tour of Ireland. Sheep, fairies, golf, charming castle, charming castle, charming castle, charming castle, charming castle.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know you can actually go there when you use the Capital One Venture Card. You earn unlimited double miles on every dollar you spend on every purchase, which means you'll have plenty of miles to actually travel to Ireland. The Capital One Venture Card. What's in your wallet?
Capital One Bank USA, N.A.
September 1968. The Harper Valley PTA.
Jeannie C. Riley and Harper Valley PTA, the top song of September 1968. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Congratulations to this year's TOC Direct Media and Best One Tire Sales and Service Southern Indiana Farm Family of the Year, Maurice Veek and Sons of Vincennes, Indiana. Maurice is 96 years young and knows that hard work pays off.
This has been a great thing for me. Not really something I tried to get, but anyway, you keep working and working and do your best by, don't give up. Set a little goal every day, try to achieve it. And that's how the West was won. That's what I always say.
When you visit the farm out on Essex Road in Vincennes, you'll find 4 different generations of Veeks, from Maurice checking produce as it comes straight from the fields, and his sons running the combine, all the way down to the great-grandkids grading potatoes. Congratulations to the 2020 TOC Direct Media and Best One Tire Sales and Services Southern Indiana Farm Family of the Year, Maurice Veek and Sons of Vincennes, Indiana.
We're back, having fun on the big show with Shelton Bunny. And the question of the day was, do you have a watch that counts your daily steps? If so, please share the brand and the average steps. Do you have one?
No, I can do it on my phone.
Is it accurate?
I don't know. I never tried it. I don't know how to do it.
You don't care, do you? Just to say it, you don't care.
I don't really care.
And you can't count past 11.
That's true.
That would make it a difficult task.
You've got to check your phone.
You know what? I can get to 12.
Okay.
Because, hands and feet.
Okay. You're a 20 guy then. You do have 20 phalanges, right?
Yeah. He thinks in terms of a baker's dozen. That's how he can get to 13.
Yeah.
Sheldon, do you have such a beast on your wrist?
That's a negatory.
No, you don't use a. See, I do, and I don't mind telling you that right now on my Fitbit I only have 1,400 steps. Of course, all I did was walk out, get in the car, and come to this place this morning.
And you got 1,400 steps to that?
See, that's part of the problem.
What are you taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or
well,
what?
Sheldon suggested I'm getting so old I'm just shuffling. I might get two or three steps per shuffle. But
you might pad those numbers.
Yeah.
Over 2,700 people saw this question of the day, brought to you by Carnaby Square, the fashion leader in downtown. And we had 68% of the people say no. They don't have such a beast on their wrist. We had 86 say yes. Leslie says she's got a Fitbit Alta HR, and she gets about 8,500 to 10,000 steps. For me, a good day is 10,000 steps. And I'd have to get on the treadmill to do that.
Isn't that what most people shoot for, 10,000 steps a day?
Well, I think mine is scheduled to do a little like dance and fire off fireworks if I get to 15,000. And that doesn't happen very often. No. I work in radio. This is what I do, okay? Lyreese said VivoFit, between 5,000 and 6,000 steps. Tara says a Fitbit Charge 2. When you look at this, you'll see there's an unbelievable variety. This must be a fertile market for people.
How many different models of Fitbit are there?
Obviously, there's a
probably
bunch.
5, at least a dozen, maybe.
Here's a good one. Mark says, I get 20,000 steps a day. It's called Toyota. He works over at the plant and does a lot of walking, apparently. Kathy says, iPhone, just like you, with the health app. It does the same thing. Another Fitbit.
I like the one where the guy thought that he didn't have one, but Big Brother was tracking him anyway. So
I know
that's who I identify.
They had a study. We had a study that we announced here a couple of weeks ago that they were, because we upload this stuff to our phones. Fitbit can take the data, and Fitbit was saying that they can tell when somebody's going to have a heart attack by virtue of the heart pace that's uploaded. So they can say, Illinois is going to have 1,000 heart attacks a day because their Fitbits show that's what's going to happen. Big Brother is worried about your heart.
Yes. If you're dead, you can't pay taxes.
Gordy's, that's right. That means you can't move out either. Gordy says his cell phone does a lot of answers like that. Apple Watches, very popular. Emily and Jamie said they've got one. Fitbit. I've never heard of TiWatch E. You?
Nope.
That's one of them. Samsung Watch. Lots of Fitbits. Much. And lots of different, like a Fitbit Versa 2. iPhone does 8,000 to 12,000 steps. So, I mean, it's a very popular thing. And I'd say in our data here, Fitbit is the undisputed winner. I'm going to have to get a new one here.
Do they
pretty
have
soon.
I just got a text. Do they have the Leonard Skinner app? The Give me 3 steps. Give me 3 steps, mister. 3 steps towards the door.
That's pretty good. That's not bad. That's why we have you on here, because you have funny friends, Sheldon, and they like to make you look good.
Well,
and
it takes a lot of work.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. A lawmaker in Vermont wants to add emojis to state license plates.
Okay.
What do you think about that idea? The bill, if it happens in Vermont, it'll be in Illinois by next year.
And instead of
everyone in Illinois will probably pay extra for the middle finger emoji, I think.
or the pile of poop one.
Yeah.
The bill allowing
you know, they need a job for Governor Rob Blagojevich.
And he's really good at this sort of thing, I understand.
Yeah.
Making license plates. The problem is we just don't make enough of them anymore. My grandfather would put every year, because we got a new one every year, a different color, and he would put them in the rafters of his garage, and then I became the holder of the license plates. And we've
The
got
license plate holder.
I've got them, including the 3 years they were made by soybeans because it was the war.
Really?
They're afraid at farms that, because like livestock ate their license plates. Seriously.
Really?
I'm not making that up. So
Well,
anyway,
goats would still eat a metal one. I mean,
yeah.
Apparently it was very tasty for a license plate. The bill is allowing the digital characters on vanity plates, and it would permit symbols in addition to registration numbers. For a cop, that's got to be terrible.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you got to give the license plate to somebody that you pulled over, and you say,
License plate number M is in Mary, E is in Edward, 153, a pile of poop. Run that plate for
Run that.
me.
Let me know who that is. Yeah. Okay. Well, by the way, the Powerball jackpot is climbing again. Multi-state lottery associations say one picked all 6 numbers in Saturday's drawing. That means Wednesday night's jackpot will be worth $394 million.
Might have to get a ticket.
that'd heal a guy up right there.
Yeah.
I think I'd start buying radio stations.
Would you?
I do. Besides the old People's Building, which would, of course, become Dreeth International
Which
Headquarters.
would become the radio station.
No, I didn't say I'd buy this one. I just said I'd buy some radio stations.
You're going to make sound investments.
Yeah.
The
Python Bowl went on this weekend.
Python Bowl?
Yes.
What is that?
It's in the Everglades. They've had...
Oh, they were trying to get rid of the pythons.
There's a real problem in the Everglades because people threw pet pythons, and
they got
they've
too big,
flourished.
so they just let them go.
They've flourished.
I think there is a new reality show linked to this.
Seriously?
Yes, I think so.
I haven't seen it.
Usually in places they say,
is it
those animals are multiplying like rabbits. In Florida, they're multiplying like pythons.
Dr. Pimple Popper does pythons. Or was that what the reality shows? That's probably all right.
Speaking of reality shows.
Okay, we'll do that, and then I'll tell you about the Python Bowl.
Okay,
go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, tell us about it.
The Python Bowl they had people come in, and they had to wrestle pythons. They had to get them, find them, and collect them. Over 750 people from 20 states showed up, participated in the 10-day event. They caught 80 pythons, giant snakes. They reported yesterday that the guy that won got an ATV for capturing 8 Burmese pythons. One guy took home the prize for trapping the heaviest python, which weighed in at 62 pounds.
Wow.
And measured over 12 feet long.
So the guy that won, is he now known as a python piper?
Could be.
What did they call? What was the crocodile? Remember?
Crocodile hunter.
So it's got to be a python hunter, doesn't he?
The python piper, because he collected 8 of them.
Why aren't they doing like our local deal here? When you get your pet, why aren't they microchipping these snakes so they know who
Yeah.
Who's throwing these things out in the glades?
You
Then
don't
they can
want
tax them.
You don't want to throw them back out. Conservationists say there are tens of thousands of pythons in the Everglades, posing a threat to native wildlife. Because if you're 62 pounds and you're a python, you can swallow like a basset hound.
Yeah.
We're a Volkswagen Bug.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
So anyway,
Oh, you go ahead. Go
a
ahead.
couple of new reality shows coming out I
All right,
saw
good.
over the weekend. One is called Lego Masters.
Oh, no. You're kidding.
No.
People building things with Legos?
Yep. You got it.
Oh, I know, and there's another one coming out about your feet, the foot doctor. I bet that's right after the Lego, where these guys are stepping on all these Legos.
Uh-huh.
Barefooted.
Yeah.
Correlation.
I must wear shoes around the house.
And the other one I saw over the weekend, America's Top Dog.
Mm.
So they take.
Oh, that's
they
an
take
athletic
these,
competition, isn't it?
Sort of. They take these dogs that are, drug sniffing dogs, police dogs, or something like that, and they bring in these two regular pets,
Right.
to compete against these dogs in games of skill, competitions of skill.
Well, if you're talking about digging holes in the yard, bringing up trash, and destroying my landscaping, my dog's a shoo-in.
We need to get him in the competition. Where is it? Vegas?
I don't know.
Sheldon, I'm with you, buddy. I don't have my dogs are competitive sleepers. They're basset
there
hounds.
you go.
They don't do anything. We always worry. Somebody gets in our backyard.
Yeah.
The only way the dogs are going to attack them is if they have some raw bacon wrapped around their ankle.
Or if they trip over them and
They
get
could do
injured
that
in the
too.
fall.
Yeah.
Bad Boys doing good at the box office. You know which movie
Bad
that
Boys
is?
2.
Is that what it is?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, it's number 2, I think.
Will Smith and Martin Lawrence
Oh, this is
remain.
3?
No.
4?
This
Wow.
number one movie in America. Bad Boys for Life is the name of it. It doesn't say 2 or 3.
See, this is the 4th one, Sheldon?
I
Is that
think
right?
it is. Third or fourth.
It got $34 million in North America theaters.
We see how forgettable Bad Boys 2 was. So
Coming in second, World War I drama 1917. We've talked about that.
I still want to see that.
I think it'd be a good one to see. It had $16 million. Doolittle, which was panned big by the critics,
Yeah.
finished in third place, selling $12.5 million
How
worth
many
of tickets.
versions of Dr. Doolittle have they
Well, yeah, I mean,
They had the
really.
original Disney put out.
Mm-hmm.
Then Eddie Murphy
Yes.
did a version.
A couple of them, I think.
Yeah.
Rounding out the, and this is Robert Downey Jr. He's hot.
Oh, well.
He is
Different.
Iron Man. Not anymore. Iron Man's dead. Did you know that? Did you hear the news?
Well, he's just not doing it anymore.
Well, he died, I think. in the
Rested
last
away?
movie. Yeah, they just needed to get him a little WD-40. Rounding out this week's top 5 are The Gentlemen, followed by Jumanji, The Next Level, coming in 7th, Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. I don't think it did what they hoped it would do.
I don't think so either.
Jeff Vaughn's not here to tell us we're wrong on that, which he does quite well. Back to the Future actor
And
is
quite
selling
often.
on a regular basis. You know what? You and I should split a Reese's after the
should.
show.
We should split a Reese's.
You hear that one?
Mm-mm.
He's upset. He says it's Reese's, not Reese's. So Sheldon.
You know, it's more fun to do that when he's here.
Yeah, because you can hear him. You can hear him in the next room.
That's kind of like a potato tomato type thing or something.
Let's hope he's at home.
You know what we should
Listening.
do? We should start.
I was excited because I
Purposely.
thought maybe he had a stash of Reese's or
He
Reese's,
did.
and we were.
He-
might
right,
have a
right there.
stash.
Look right there. There it is. He's got him in there.
You know what we should
Sorry,
do?
Jeff.
You know what we should do?
What's that?
We should start purposely mispronouncing words.
And see
Just
if he-
slide one in every once in a while, see if he catches it.
You talking about Jeff Vaughn?
Yeah. Vaughn.
Yes. The actor who brought to life Doc Brown in the Back to the Future series is selling his Ventura Beach house for $2.95 million. Christopher Lloyd.
Yes.
Featured a dining nook and granite splashed kitchen, skylights, a terracotta tile fireplace, and a small walkway that descends into the beach.
Great Scott. He's selling his house.
He paid over
man.
$2 million for it, so he's letting it go for less. 5 years ago, he spent $2 million.
Yeah. No, he's making $2.9 million.
he bought it for, or he's trying to sell it for $2.95. Yes, he is. Okay, I'm sorry. You're
Make
right.
a little bit of money.
A little bit of change.
Maybe he just planned on flipping it. Maybe that's what he's flipping houses.
Yeah.
He also played Reverend Jim in Taxi.
Yes.
He sold a ranch in 2013 for just over $5 million. So he's kind of heavily into real estate, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's diversified.
Social media weighing in on the Saturday Night Live bit, arguing that many of this year's Oscar nominees are about, quote, white male rage. You feeling any rage over there?
Well, I'm not nominated for an Oscar, so no.
We got any white male rage here in the room?
Give it time.
All right, right. Well, that's what they're just not funny. The Saturday Night Live. How do you find something funny in that?
Everybody's trying to make a political statement.
Well, that's what they're doing. It didn't work, as far as I know. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 1917, Toy Story 4 thrown in. Jojo Rabbit. They did a montage of different movies to be able to show that they're all about. And Little Women didn't get a nomination.
Get a nod?
Didn't get a nomination. Oh. So that's the point. Tanya Tucker is in the news.
I want to know how much masculine white rage there is in the Mr. Rogers movie.
I didn't realize there wasn't any testosterone in that movie.
I don't think so either, but it was nominated for something, wasn't it?
Well, it wasn't mentioned here.
Okay.
So I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
Tanya Tucker's in the news. She got a pair of Grammy wins nearly 50 years after releasing her first hit. I think Tanya's 61, if I'm not mistaken.
She started singing her first hit, she was like 11 or 12.
That makes sense then. If you do the math there, backwards math. She was just a lilin.
He's always got to put in, the undercarriage,
Yeah.
and we'll wax it for you before you can pick it up and stuff like that. That's extra money. But anyway, she won Best Country Album, if you can believe it, Best Country Song for Bring My Flowers Now. You know who else won? Dan and Shay and Willie Nelson took home Grammy Awards last night. I didn't watch the show, did you?
No.
I don't recognize most of the music.
No.
I heard part of it, and I think they did a tribute to Kobe Bryant at the beginning. Alicia Keys was the host.
Staples Center's where they had it.
Yeah, and I think Alicia Keys did and I think she had Boys to Men, who originally did the song she was singing, back her up on that. But I'm pretty sure they did a tribute to Kobe Bryant, and I think they had some NBA players on stage with them.
I think they were there, too, to make sure they got their royalties.
Yeah.
By the way, Keith Urban has extended his residency at Caesar's Palace. He's been there for a while. He's going to do some more in July and 3 times in September. Tickets for the new dates go on sale this Friday. Sammy Hagar is in the news. You were talking about him the other day with me.
Yes.
You said you had the best time you can remember at a rock concert when you went to see him in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm. At the Fox Theater. We were in the orchestra pit.
Oh, right down in front of
like 4 rows.
The Red Rocker.
Yeah.
He's got a new group, The Circle. And he's going to hit the road with them this summer with Whitesnake and Night Ranger. Does Night Ranger have anything more than one song, Sister Christian? You remember another song that they had?
I do not.
I think You Can Still Rock in America or something like that.
Think so? Anyway.
It wasn't a very big hit.
He told people, I'm talking about Sammy Hagar now, they'll have a 30-plus city tour starting in July. Sammy's got to be 70, doesn't he?
Oh, easily.
Isn't that incredible? How many?
He is a wild man on stage, let me tell you.
Well, he's got...
He's coming to Indianapolis, too.
He's got lots of money coming his way because of his...
Tequila.
Yeah.
Right.
His Cabo Waba.
That's his big thing every year down there, isn't it? He gets lit and has everybody come down to Mexico.
To get lit with him.
He said that he's officially committed to 39 cities this summer, which could end up at around 45 to 50 concerts. The Red Rocker. Somebody's buzzing. You told me about the new Nintendo World that's coming to Atlanta.
I did.
I did have something on that, but
When
you
did I do
already
that?
told me about that. And then, here's one other rock thing. And let me just warn you against this.
Okay, and we got to get to trivia. After
All right, I'll do this. Hall & Oates hitting the road this spring and summer for a North American tour. Squeeze will be their opening act. Don't go.
I don't know. Squeeze might be pretty good.
Don't spend. I spent hundreds of dollars because I wanted to see Hall & Oates in St. Louis. Hall can't hit the high notes anymore. I'm just telling you. Jeff Vaughn could do a better job of hitting the high notes.
Okay.
Than
So it could be
Harold
Oates and Vaughn?
Oates and Vaughn. Okay.
Votes.
It's the Votes Tour.
All
with
right.
Vaughn and Oates.
I've got trivia, and we are doing trivia about the movie Hoosiers.
All right.
The movie Hoosiers. The question. There we go. 10
One
of
of my
them.
favorites.
While the story is not factual, the story of the Hickory Huskers was modeled after this Indiana basketball team. That's number
I
one.
know it. And I got a story about it, too.
Number two, the players were picked for the roles based on their basketball ability, not their acting ability.
You can tell.
It was the first and last roles for the entire team. Besides, in the closing credits, where did all the players see their real names in the movie? Okay, that's a good question, right? Number three, how was the floor in the gymnasium changed to reflect 1951 Indiana high school basketball? You should know this.
Okay.
Number four, name the star who expressed a great deal of interest in playing Coach Norman Dale, but scheduling conflicts led to the hiring of Gene Hackman. It's the actor who they were wanting for the role. Number five, how did Dennis Hopper prepare for his drunk scenes?
He got lit.
Nope. No, he didn't.
Okay.
It's good. It's a good story. Number six, the only actor to be nominated for an Academy Award from Hoosiers was.
Okay.
Number seven, Hoosiers is listed as the number 4 best sports movie in America by the American Film Institute. Name the other three.
Okay.
Number 8, what is a Hoosier?
Well,
what is a Hoosier?
Growing up in Kentucky, I know what we used to call a Hoosier. I know what we used to think the meaning was.
Number 9. How many passes did Coach Dale tell his team they had to make before taking a shot?
Oh, I know that one, I think.
Okay. Number 10. Where is the gym used as the Hickory home court? Where's the real gym?
I don't know exactly the name of it, but I know the area.
Well,
because I know some high schools that have went over there and played a game there.
And they're still doing games over there.
Yeah.
So we'll
I think
tell you about
I think
it.
I'm 0 for 10 so far.
Sheldon, you can guess. That's
will.
why that's the beauty of trivia here on the big show.
Yep.
So we'll be back with the answers to the trivia when we get back on Morning Coffee.
At Jackie's Hidden Treasures, you never know what you'll find. Pick up a certificate at the Big Deal Store for incredible savings. There's always something new at Jackie's Hidden Treasures on the Square in Sisney.
Fashion has always been a repetition of ideas, but what makes it new is the way you put it all together. The Carnaby girls love putting it all together. Shop their winter markdowns on their new multiple groups of navy, aqua, or red, black, and white. Shop Brighton Sale Corner or check out the new collections just in time for Valentine's Day. Purchase $125 in Brighton and receive free the Something Wonderful is About to Happen sunflower canvas tote. Make it a date and come see the Carnaby girls. Open late on Thursdays.
What's Going On is brought to you by Wayne White Cuttings Electric Cooperative in Fairfield, who remind you that geothermal is the most energy-efficient way to heat and cool your home. If you are a Wayne White Electric customer and you install geothermal in your home, you can receive a $1,500 incentive rebate check from Wayne White. Learn more about this rebate online at WayneWhiteCoop.com. Here's what's going on Saturday, February 1st. The Mount Airy Rotary Club will be hosting their monthly breakfast on the 1st. It's from 6 to 9 a.m. at the club building. The menu is biscuits and gravy, sausage patties, scrambled eggs, hash browns, pancakes, orange juice, and coffee to drink. And the price is $6 for adults and $3 for children. Everyone is welcome. And the Fairfield Public Golf Course volunteers will be conducting a pork burger cookout on Saturday, February 1st on Main Street in front of the Wayne County Courthouse. Drive-through service will begin at approximately 10 a.m. Pork burgers will be $3, pork chops will be $4, and drinks will be $1. Proceeds will offset course operating expenses.
All right, Sheldon Bunning is with us this morning on Morning Coffee. And, Sheldon, we need to talk about things at Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler, which are going gangbusters right now, I understand. You guys are busy over there all the time.
Hey, we try.
So what do you got going on? I know you got the, I can't even remember the name of it now, but did see last night on a commercial, saw a pickup truck, a Ram pickup truck, that has a tailgate on it that has 2 doors you can open up.
Yes, Ram offers the multi-function tailgate.
Okay.
Up, down like normal, splits towards the middle, and I think we'll also swing from one or if not both sides.
It's a lot of hinges on the back door of,
It is.
of the pickup truck.
We need options for our tailgate, apparently. So,
So
we've got lots of great deals going on right now. We've hit on this. I've got a 119 Wrangler left. We've got that Jeep discounted $7,000, brand new.
It's all right. It's got everything on it then.
It's a nicely equipped sport, power equipment, rag top, full doors.
Got the lift kit and everything.
This
on that
was
already?
not lifted, but we can take care of that for you though.
Okay. All right. And you got the Gladiator pickup truck.
Yes,
still.
they put some rebates on the sport models. There's a $2,000 rebate now on the sport model.
And you had a couple. I don't know if you still have any, but had one that you had installed the lift kit on.
Yeah, we actually
and
dressed
they look
up.
pretty cool.
Dressed up 2 or 3 of them, and they are all gone now. So we're gonna have to get cracking on lifting up some more, accessorizing them.
All
Got
right.
some amazing deals on the new Silverado, the 20.
Okay. Sounds like a deal.
And we've
Sounds
got
like
your
a
back
deal.
with the warranty program forever, so your lifetime powertrain warranty.
All right. And, of course, if somebody's driving to Miami for the Super Bowl, you can hook them up.
That's right. That's right.
All right, man.
We have their transportation needs covered.
All right, man. Appreciate the visit. We will talk to you in a couple of minutes for trivia.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
The deadline for filing your tax return is April 15th, but did you know that it's also the last day to contribute to a tax-deductible IRA for the previous year? Conard Financial Group can help you take advantage of tax-deferred benefits and possibly even help you earn a deduction when you make last year's IRA contribution. Call Conard Financial Group at 842-7855 to learn how. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned.
Your Fairfield area weather forecast, partly sunny today, high 38. Cloudy tonight, low 28. For tomorrow, cloudy skies, 35. Rain or snow showers, a possibility on Wednesday, high 38. For Thursday, partly cloudy, high 40. And for Friday, partly sunny with a high 45. Overnight, low 28. Yesterday's high was 48. Currently, humidity is at 98%. Winds are out of the west-southwest at 3 miles an hour. Pressure at 30.04. Light fog and 30 right now at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looking good this morning as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois in terms of precipitation. Radar weather brought to you this morning by the Conard Financial Group.
I want to remind you about the 2 big deals. 2 public pizza blast and glow parties. Normally about, $135 a piece. We're going to, the real value is $235. We've got them both for $99 on the big deal store. All you got to do is go there.
Deal.
It's a great deal. I was at the skating rink this last week, just visiting. Got a chance to talk to some folks there. Also want to remind you that we're going to be broadcasting live coming up. This is going to be at the Cover Crop Coffee Shop. It's going to be Wednesday, February 12th. We're looking forward to being there.
Say that about 3 times real fast.
All right, we got to get through trivia pretty darn quick.
While the story is not factual, the story of the Hickory Huskers modeled after this Indiana basketball team.
Milan?
The 1954
Milan.
Milan Indians had only 100 students, won the state championship before they had classes over Muncie.
No school this small has ever been in the state championship.
That's right. And it's
And
true.
then he repeats himself several times.
The guy that greeted them when they got off the bus
Was a member of the team.
was a member of the Milan team. Okay, number 2. The players were picked for the roles based on their basketball ability, not their acting ability. What was the first and last role? It was the first and last role that all of them had. Besides the closing credits, where were the players' names seen in the movie?
I have an educated guess.
Go.
On the scoreboard for the opposing team they played.
That's perfect. I'll take it. Listed on the chalkboard, the names were there as the coach was doing a pregame talk.
Okay.
All right.
And you
How-
thought you were going to go for 10.
How was the floor in the gymnasium changed to reflect the 1951 Indiana high school basketball season?
Went back to parquet, didn't it?
No.
No.
How about it, Sheldon? Any, just a wild guess?
Thousands of workers, timeless man hours spent.
They put an H on it.
No.
Oh.
There was a 6-foot wide lane back then.
Ah, okay.
They had to come in and change it to the current 12-foot wide lane. See, it used to be called a key because it was really narrow and then the big circle. All right. Name the star that expressed a great deal of interest in playing Norman Dale, the coach.
No clue.
Burt Reynolds.
Jack Nicholson. He told the director afterwards, it would have been a mega hit if you would have had me, buddy. Number 5. How did Dennis Hopper prepare for his drunk scenes?
Getting drunk?
No.
I'm just going to say his life experience.
He actually took a clue from, he was in Giants with James Dean.
Yeah.
James Dean would always ask 30 seconds before, give me the 30-second cue. Then he'd spin around about
to make
18, 19
dizzy.
times to make himself dizzy, and then he'd walk out looking drunk. That's what Dennis Hopper did as well. Number 6, the only actor to be nominated for an Academy Award from Hoosiers was?
The guy that played Strap.
Barbara Hershey.
Nope, neither one.
Dennis Hopper.
Yes.
Okay.
Number 7, Hoosiers listed as the number 4 best sports movie in America by AFI. Name the other 3.
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
No.
Replacements.
Talladega Nights.
No.
And The Natural.
No.
Replacements.
No.
The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh.
No. Any more guesses?
North Dallas 40.
No.
I really thought The Natural might have been on there.
Now, I would have thought that
8
myself.
Men Out.
No.
Cobb.
No.
A League of Their Own.
No.
Wow.
Number 1, Raging Bull.
Yeah, okay.
Number 2, Rocky.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Number 3, Pride of the Yankees.
Okay, about the Lou Gehrig story.
Right. Number 4, Hoosiers. And number 5 in order, Bull Durham. Okay. Number 8, what's a Hoosier?
Well, I can tell you what we used to refer to that. when I was
Do
growing
you
up in
really want to do
Kentucky.
that on air?
No, I don't.
Okay. The origin of the term remains a matter of debate within the state, but Hoosier was in general use by the 1840s, having been popularized by a Richmond resident, John Finley's 1833 poem, The Hoosier's Nest. That's where they think it came from.
Oh, okay.
All right.
See,
Number
if you're
9.
north of the border, you're a hoser.
That's Canadians.
Hey.
Number 9. How many passes does Norman Dale tell his teammate have to do?
5.
No, 4.
No.
Oh.
4 passes.
Okay.
4 passes. Where is the gym used as the Hickory home court? Where is it now? Where did they
Make the movie?
make the movie? Yeah.
It's it's just to the east of like the Georgetown area, not 20 or 30 miles
I'm
into
gonna take
Indiana.
a guess, Sheldon.
I have no idea.
I don't know the name of the town.
Kingstown, Indiana, now known as the Hoosier Gym, and it's now a museum and a community center. And you can play basketball
Yes,
there.
there are teams that play basketball there every year.
The big bumper, whatever he's big, and he's here, and now he's going to work. So you need to go meet him. And if you're interested,
We're sending Jeremy your way.
Yeah, Jeremy
Okay.
needs a car. Trust me.
We'll fix
him
him
up. All right, Sheldon Bunning here. Thank you, Sheldon.
You're welcome.
We'll be back tomorrow, and I'm trying to remember who's going to be here. Somebody's going to be over in the hot seat,
Yeah.
and so stay tuned. Take care. Have a good one. Alexa.